MrYorkieLoverFitness.com.
Emma Morano was the oldest person who just died last Saturday, and at her death, she was the age of 117 years and 137 days. So she was the world's oldest living person whose age had been verified, and she was the last living person to have been verified as being born in the 1800s. She was born November 29th, 1899, and she died April 15th, 2017. So she was the oldest Italian person ever, the second oldest European person ever, and one of 5 verified oldest people ever. So she was the eldest of 8 children, 5 daughters, 3 sons. Her mother and aunt and some of her siblings lived to be 90. One of her sisters died at 102. She was married twice. Her first husband died in World War I. She remarried, had a child, but her child died at 6 months. It doesn't say how her child died, but she wasn't in a happy marriage, so she divorced her second husband in 1938, and she pretty much remained single for the rest of her life. When they asked her about the secret of her longevity, she said that she never used drugs, ate 3 eggs a day, drank a glass of homemade brandy, and enjoyed chocolate sometimes. But above all, she thought positively about the future. I think that says a lot. It's all your mental state and how you see things. If you're a positive person, usually good things happen to you. If you're a negative person, it seems like you can't catch a break. She lived alone until the day she died. Obviously, she had a doctor that checked in on her. She hadn't left her room. She lived in an apartment. She hadn't left her room in like 20 years. She credited her long life to a diet of raw eggs. It was raw eggs, by the way, and staying single. But like I said, I believe it was a lot more of being a positive thinker. And obviously, I'm sure genetics played a role. When I look at this list of the verified oldest people, so the oldest person to ever have lived was a woman named Jeanne Calment, and she lived 122 years, 164 days. That's the oldest. And so like I was saying right now, Emma Morano, who just passed, she was in the top 5 of the oldest. But when you look at this list of 100 people, just to get on this list of the 100 oldest people, you have to be over 114 years, which is just crazy to imagine that. A lot of people die between 60s and 70s. So since her passing, now the oldest person is a woman named Violet Brown, and she lives in Jamaica. So just really interesting stuff to see how a human body, even though as you look at these pictures, deteriorates big time physically and most of the time mentally, but how sometimes some people could slip through the cracks and live to be over 100 and to get to 117. It just blows my mind. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below, and thank you again for watching my videos. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them, and I will see you next time.